Welcome back to Live What You Love. Today we're going to learn how to tie some knots. The first knot that we're going to learn is called a Uni Knot. We've got an offset hook here. We've got some monofilament, super thick just for demonstration purposes. You can pass that through the eye of your hook. And now you're going to double up about 7-8 inches of line. And then you're going to pinch with your left hand. Just pinch them both and then take your tag end. You got your tag end sticking out. So I like to stick 2 fingers down below, and then I kind of pinch with my thumb over both the tag end line, which is here, and the main line. And then I take the tag end line and I just wrap it around both of these fingers. And then I put that under my left thumb. So now I'm holding the main line, the loop, and the tag end all with my left thumb. Now you're going to take the tag end, and I kind of use my right hand as well here. So I have my pointer finger of my left hand going through the loop. We're going to do the same thing from the back. So pointer finger right hand coming in the back. Now we're going to grab our tag end with our right hand. So we're kind of maintaining the loop with both index fingers. And then you just pass the tag end through, and we'll do one more just for demonstration, through. And then when that is ready to go, it's pretty much the end of the knot. So it should look like this when you're done. So you should have a bunch of wraps around not only your tag end, but also around the loop and the main line. And now the next step is to apply saliva because this is monofilament. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so we just got it wet. Now it has saliva. You're going to continue holding the hook in your left hand, and then you're going to pull the tag end with your right hand. Okay, and you'll see it kind of bunch up together. It's good. Don't cinch it all the way down or you won't be able to send it down towards the eye of your hook. So to send it, now you're going to drop the tag end. So we no longer care about the tag end. And we have a pretty tight knot so far, but not too tight as to prevent us from moving it downwards towards the eye of the hook when we pull on our main line. So now in our left hand, we have the hook. In our right hand, we have the main line. And now we're going to pull in opposite directions. And you can see it cinch all the way down. Cinch, 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 cinch. And now it's really nice and snug in there. Whenever it stops rotating, you know that you've cinched it all the way. And if you can pull on it and kind of barely bend your hook a little bit, that's one of the tests that I use. This is my favorite knot by far. It's the one I use the most often. It's a great knot. If I had to recommend one knot to learn for fishing, I've caught almost every big fish I've caught on this knot, some of which being over 20 pounds. It's a very, very trusty knot. We've got a pair of nippers here. We're just going to nip that tag end off, clean up the final aesthetic. And there is our Uni Knot. So the next knot that we're going to learn is called an improved clinch knot. This is probably the most common knot that is taught, kind of passed down paternally. So like grandfather to father to son. You ask almost anybody, oh, what knot did your dad teach you growing up? And they'll tell you improved clinch knot. We're going to pass the monofilament through the eye of the hook. and you're gonna double up about 6 to 7 inches. And then you're gonna pinch it down near the hook. So you can see right here, we're gonna pinch that with our left hand. And then in contrast to when we tied the uni knot where we made a loop, we're actually just gonna take our tag end, we're just gonna wrap straight around this other line. So your tag end just kind of helixes around your main line. You wanna do that 5 or 6 times. This is what it will look like after you have it wrapped. And then down at the base, you're gonna have a little opening. So that opening is where we're actually gonna put our tag end through. So we've got our tag end here, we've got the opening here. I'm just gonna put that through there. And now as we place our tag end down through that opening, there's another opening created where my finger is kind of highlighting it. So instead of pulling on this tag line and cinching everything up, you're actually going to take your tag end and you're going to move it and pass it back through. So we're going to do that one more time just so you can see. So we have our tag end, we've got our loop down at the bottom, we're going to pass through our first loop, and now we're going to reach through the second loop and we're going to grab our tag end again. And then we're going to hang on to that with our left hand. Now the next step is to wet this whole thing. You can do so either with saliva or water, whichever you prefer. So now, in contrast again to the uni knot, you do not want to pull on the short end before you pull on the main line. So don't pull your tag end and then pull your main line. After you are holding on to the tag end, just kind of hold it, and you're only going to apply force to your main line, and it will do its job. It'll kind of helix down and cinch down onto itself as we're applying force. Then you can let go of the tag end. I like to grab the hook real firm, and then this part that's sticking off, you just trim that. Okay, so we just trimmed it. And then, like always, I always like to kind of force test any knot that I tie. So you can see the metal of the hook actually bending on the force. And this is not a perfect knot. I actually have one of these hoops kind of over the eye, but it's obviously not affecting the integrity of the knot itself. So that's how you do an improved clinch knot. Very, very common knot along with uni. They're both great. Whichever one kind of hits your fancy, be sure to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it's super helpful to you guys. Always remember, live what you love.